Hi, my name is Steven Brozovich. I've been with Amazon since 1999 and have had the opportunity to spend a lot of my time here focused on technology and the intersections between technology, people, and culture. Today, I want to dive into one of Amazon's signature mechanisms that drives results on behalf of customers, the PRFAQ working backwards process. We're going to give you an overview of the process itself and how it works, but I want to start with the foundation for why we use this process. Since the very beginning, Amazon's mission has been simple: to be Earth's most customer-centric company. This is more than an inspiring tagline. It doesn't just describe how we like to think about ourselves. It actually defines what we do each and every day. As you know, Amazon got its start in e-commerce. So how in the world did we go from selling books online to building AWS, launching devices, creating streaming content, selling consumables, and even building out physical retail stores like Amazon Go? What's the business plan that would have led us from e-commerce to where we are today? There's no way you could have diagrammed that path in advance. When we start with the customer, deeply understand their needs, and work backwards to invent on their behalf, it can lead us into really surprising directions. Jeff Bezos really captured that sentiment in his letter to shareholders in 2016. There are many advantages to a customer-centric approach, but here's the big one. Customers are always beautifully, wonderfully dissatisfied, even when they report being happy and business is great. Even when they don't know it, customers want something better, and your desire to delight customers will drive you to invent on their behalf. This is at the heart of everything we do. It's how we have gone from selling books to where we are today. It all starts with the customer. So how does it work? Well, we listen to customers and seek to deeply understand their needs and wants. Then we define a specific customer problem or opportunity in a specific situation, and we write it down. Next, we invent a solution to address the customer problem or opportunity. We challenge each other to think big. Then we refine our thinking about the solution through a working backwards document. Finally, we test and iterate with customers as we prepare to launch the product at scale. Our bias for action compels us to get the product to customers as soon as possible. When we launch the product, we then repeat the cycle so that we can continually improve the product based on customer feedback. As Andy Jassy says, launch is the starting line. Every customer-facing product or service developed across Amazon uses the working backwards process. We use this approach to make sure that we are building the right thing for customers and that we are customer-obsessed from the very beginning of any idea. But where does this idea of customer obsession come from? At Amazon, we use mental models to drive alignment across the organization. Amazon's leadership principles help us make better decisions every day. They act in tension with each other to ensure that we're considering multiple perspectives and arriving at the best possible answer. And working backwards shows up in our very first principle, customer obsession. It says leaders start with the customer and work backwards. They work vigorously to earn and keep customer trust. Although leaders pay attention to competitors, they obsess over customers. Let's take a look at that first sentence. There are lots of ways to run a business. You could focus on developing new technology or building products based on your current capabilities. At Amazon, we are choosing to always start from the customer's needs. We may not have any clarity about what we need to build or how we'll make it work, but when we truly understand customer needs, we have a better chance of building a solution that has a real impact, delights customers, and earns their trust. This first sentence reflects our innovation mindset, but we need mechanisms to turn that mindset into action.